How to build courage, wisdom from a Shaolin master. To truly advance in any particular area of your life, it's essential to find yourself in situations where you feel constrained or limited. This is often the moment when your courage begins to grow, marking the start of your journey toward improvement. Welcome back to another episode of Everyday Stoic with me, William Migan. Today, I'm having a conversation with Master Shaolin about the concept of courage and how you can enhance your own bravery. This episode is brought to you by Who, a quick, affordable, and nutritionally complete food that provides everything your body requires. I hope you find it enjoyable. Yesterday, during our discussion, I realized that I haven't fully explained the philosophy of Stoicism in our previous talks. One key point I wanted to clarify is the idea of doing good. We touched on the concept of the circle of concern, where I mentioned the importance of acting for the benefit of others. The Stoics had a well-defined framework for categorizing actions and values into good, bad, and indifferent. In their view, good actions are represented by virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Conversely, bad actions stem from vices. Everything else like wealth, fame, health, and friendship falls into the category of indifference. This means that while these aspects can be beneficial, they can also have negative consequences. For instance, the health of a malevolent person can be detrimental to society, as they may use their strength to harm others. Similarly, wealth can be utilized for both good and bad purposes. The Stoics believe that true virtue can never be misused for evil, while vice cannot be transformed into good. I wanted to clarify this point to enhance your understanding of what I mean by good. Although it may seem a bit late in our discussions, considering we've had 3 talks already, I believe it's important to establish this foundation. The Stoics held that courage is a fundamental virtue because without it, you cannot push yourself to do good. If you lack courage, you may find yourself holding back and not taking the necessary steps forward. Many people are on a quest to discover their courage, and I understand that it can be a challenging endeavor. Personally, my growth in this area has been a gradual process over the past decade of practicing Stoicism. I wonder if you share a similar experience, or if you have your own insights on how to cultivate courage. It can be difficult to categorize actions as strictly good or bad, as this often depends on the perspective from which you view them. To illustrate this, consider the concept of yin and yang. You might say that one aspect represents yin and another represents yang. For example, in a specific context, the small finger could be seen as yin, while the ring finger represents yang. However, this classification can change depending on the situation. What was once considered yang may shift to yin if the context changes, as the middle finger might then embody the yang aspect. This illustrates that the definitions of good and bad, high and low, are often relative and depend on the context in which they are considered. I hope you are enjoying our discussion so far. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. If you have any questions for Master Shen, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll do my best to provide an answer. If the query is from Master Shen himself, I'll pass it along to him and share his response with you today. This episode is brought to you by Who, a quick, budget-friendly, and nutritionally complete meal option that contains everything your body needs. During our trip to Germany, Who's meals, shakes, and vitamin drinks were our go-to choices. It was refreshing to avoid the usual fast food joints and the unhealthy options that often seem appealing, but end up making us feel worse later. For anyone interested in trying Who products, the link can be found in the description below. Let's dive into the rest of the discussion. Drinking water is essential. However, consuming too little or too much water can be detrimental to your health. It's all about finding that perfect balance, as water plays a vital role in sustaining life. When it comes to courage, not having enough can hold you back from experiencing new things you might otherwise enjoy. On the flip side, being overly courageous can sometimes put you in unnecessary danger, potentially shortening your lifespan. So the question arises, where is the sweet spot? I believe this is a highly personal matter, depending on individual lifestyles, ways of life, and personal goals. To cultivate courage, it's important to recognize situations where you feel hesitant or fearful. For instance, imagine standing at the edge of an airplane, ready to jump for the first time. Your knees may be shaking and fear might be overwhelming, but that's precisely the moment when you need to push past those feelings. That's where your courage begins to grow, adding a bit more each time you face such challenges. However, There are instances where you might naturally feel excited by adrenaline and take risks without needing extra courage. In such cases, pushing further might not necessarily enhance your courage levels. To truly develop courage in a specific area, you should seek out situations that make you feel constrained or afraid, as these are the moments when you can truly push your limits. Throughout our conversation, balance has emerged as a recurring theme. Balance is crucial in many aspects of life. Just like in sports, where maintaining balance is key to success, having the right balance in various areas of your life can contribute to developing a well-rounded and resilient character. I believe that stepping out of your comfort zone is a courageous act. It's like taking a leap of faith and doing things that might make you feel a bit uneasy at first. For instance, when I started filming videos, it was uncomfortable, but I pushed through because I wanted to. And you know what? After taking that leap, I felt a sense of accomplishment and pride. That feeling of overcoming my fears and stepping out of my comfort zone became my driving force. It showed me that the rewards of taking risks are incredibly powerful. So if you have any comments or questions about today's talk, feel free to leave them below, and I'll do my best to provide an answer or seek Master Shun's insights. For those in the US and Canada, my book, Everyday Simple Rules for a Good Life, is now available, and I'm incredibly grateful for the support and interest. This book is something I'm truly proud of, and I believe it will bring value to many lives. It's currently available for pre-order in the UK, and we're working on translations for other countries as well. If you're interested in trying out HU products, I highly recommend them. They align with my personal ethics, and they're not only delicious but also nutritious. You can find a discount link in the description below. Have a wonderful day, and remember, embracing courage and stepping out of your comfort zone can lead to incredible rewards.